Hey, it's Dave Chapin. Welcome to the Wolf Sports YouTube channel. Marcus Mariota is a quarterback with starting experience, a great skill set, and he's somebody that's had success when he's been in good situations. The former Heisman Trophy winner and number 2 pick in the draft has a playoff win at Arrowhead, and he's highly respected by all his former teammates. So why isn't he a starter someplace? Let's first rewind and take a look at the job he did last season when he was in there for the Commanders. Let's start with Mariota's game against the Panthers. Last season, Jayden Daniels was injured, and Mariota stepped in and played one of the best games of the season for a quarterback, I think. One of the cool things about him is he'll run and put his body on the line. He's always done that. Could lead to injuries and him getting banged up, which has happened throughout his career. But to be able to use your legs is pretty dangerous against opposing defenses. But for Mariota, it starts in the pocket. I think the first thing you notice about him is his quick release. At his size, how he stands in the pocket is pretty prototypical. So even with his athleticism, he can operate at a high level as a pocket passer, throws in rhythm. And as you can see in the Carolina game, they didn't slow things down or anything. Head coach Dan Quinn and offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury, they were running a no huddle a lot. Didn't change with Mariota in there. Something that stands out with how Mariota played for the Commanders in 2024 is that he seems to have a great understanding of the offense, what they're trying to do, where guys are. When he had to move in the pocket, scramble, he'll step up. He's looking right here. And then as he steps up, knows that Terry McLaurin is coming on a crossing route. Hits him accurately. Then next, again, just standing in the pocket, gets to the back of his drop and delivers a strike to De'Ami Brown over the middle. Plenty of easy arm strength. Again, a great release and effortless with how he can flick the ball out there. And then they're driving ready to score. Again, going fast. Zach Ertz was taken away initially where Mariota was looking on this play. Then he looked over the middle to Eckler. Didn't like it. Scrambles right and throws an absolute dart right to the face mask of Ertz. Can't throw it more accurately than that. Again, one of the best outings for a quarterback all season. And he did this coming off the bench. Showcased the all-around ability that makes him such an underrated and dangerous quarterback and somebody that should be a starter. Whether it's scrambling and picking up yardage with his legs, zone reads where he can hand it off or keep it, RPOs, of course, been doing that since his time at Oregon, where he won the Heisman Trophy. Showed a great rapport with Terry McLaurin and Zach Ertz, two veterans who see the field well. Here they continue to drive, hits Olamide Zaccheaus on a play where he's sort of fading in the pocket, but still an accurate throw. Zaccheaus makes a nice move, gets a first down. Then caps off the drive with a touchdown on an RPO. Reads it well in an easy touchdown for Washington. You could maybe say that was just one performance. The Panthers game, Carolina wasn't very good as a team last season. I wouldn't agree with that. He was making some jaw-dropping throws, playing like one of the top quarterbacks in the league for that game. But even if you do say it was just the one game, week 18 last season, the Commanders seeding was still in play here. Jayden Daniels started the game. The starters playing as normal, but didn't have a good half. Cowboys came to play. Wanted to end their season on a high note, not going to the playoffs. But the second half, Mariota's inserted. Daniels a little banged up, and he gave the offense a major jolt with the way he played. He hit Zaccheaus on a dime of a deep ball. Had a clean pocket, exceptional job from the offensive line on this play. Contained Micah Parsons. But a dime, the coverage is tight. Dallas played good defense, but Mariota's throws were just so on point. And the next play, another RPO to Zach Ertz, touchdown. You could just see how comfortable Mariota is with that RPO game, and something Washington with Daniels in the lineup too were killing people with last season. Now let's go through another scoring drive from that Week 18 game. This was an incompletion, but a play action. Mariota rolls out, knows it was a play for the tight end to leak out and go to the opposite side of the field, but it was under more pressure than expected. Throws it off basically 1 foot. And a total dime. Again, tight coverage by Dallas, but could have been caught. Malik Hooker made a nice play on the ball. But that's an impressive throw across the field from one hash to the numbers on the other side of the field, really almost at the other sideline. The type of throw you see a lot of top quarterbacks make in the NFL in 2025. Then next play, nowhere to go with the ball at all. Dallas covered it up. So Mariota tucks it, gets yardage, nears the first down. Next play, looks like it was a fake screen wheel. That was covered up nicely on the right side of the field. But Mariota instantly just flips his hips, goes to the left. Terry McLaurin in one-on-one coverage gets open. One of the easier throws in terms of receivers being open, but still the timing, the accuracy, throws it away from Deron Bland, the defender, to make sure only McLaurin can catch it, even though he was pretty open here. And it also gave him a shot to potentially break a tackle. Didn't happen, but still. After that, you had another RPO to Zach Ertz, who's open over the middle, gets inside the 5. And the next player, zone read, where Mariota breaks a tackle, gets in the end zone for his second touchdown. Another scoring drive after major struggles in the first half. And then the game-winning drive started at the 9. Penalty moved it up. So here at the 30, Mariota did a great job of navigating the pocket, stepped up, threw it sort of body going sideways. An accurate ball, actually. Not an easy catch, but hit McLaurin's hands. Just the flick of the wrist to be that accurate and give your guy a shot to make a play. Goes back to McLaurin, good timing on a quick curl route. Again, throws it subtly away from the defender. Doesn't allow anyone to make a play on the ball except for McLaurin, getting some yardage. Hits McLaurin again on an in-breaking route. Tight coverage from Bland, but he throws it low. Makes sure only McLaurin can get it. And then on the other side, another in-breaking route. Not quite as accurate. McLaurin made the play here. Sort of undercut it, made sure Bland didn't get to it. But the timing, anticipation, started on the right, came back to the left. Knew McLaurin would be there, trusted him to make a play. Next, a third down under pressure, and had no choice but to scramble. Ultimately doesn't get the first down, but gives the Commanders a good shot. Much better than if he took a sack there, which he easily could have, but a good job avoiding the rush. Then on the fourth down, fourth and about 1, another zone read kept it, and a big gain, clearly in field goal range to tie it, but they're going for the win. Hits Ertz on a deep outbreaking route. Again, the touch he throws with the release seems to throw a very catchable ball, and that comes into play on the game-winning touchdown to McLaurin. Once again, Bland, one of the better corners in the league. Not bad coverage at all, but Mariota throws it up for McLaurin in the perfect spot, right over Bland's helmet for the veteran to go up for it, catch the game-winning touchdown, get better seating for Washington, and complete quite the turnaround for the offense from earlier in the game. So you see the talent, it's evident. The intelligence is pretty evident too if you watch the All-22, with the way he goes through reads, knows where everyone is. I remember when he was coming out of Oregon, his former head coach there, Chip Kelly, was saying for as talented as he is, his mind is even better, and comparing him to like a Peyton Manning type with the way he can go through reads, get to like his fifth read without any trouble whatsoever. So pretty exciting combination for a quarterback. Former teammates like A.J. Brown with the Titans are huge fans of Mariota. Definitely should be getting more love for what he can do on the field. I know his time with the Falcons didn't really go great, but it's not like he was terrible. And when he played for John Gruden, another top offensive coach, in his one game where he got a good amount of action on Thursday night against the Chargers, he played outstanding. Mariota started again this season and also played well. And you can tell how confident Washington remains in their offense when he's in the lineup. When you consider the capital it took for the Commanders to keep Mariota this offseason at an $8 million deal, and you compare it to some of the capital teams have spent, whether trading draft picks or spending pretty high on free agent contracts, it's amazing that Mariota hasn't gotten serious starting consideration. But with some of the mistakes you see from organizations year after year, not just at quarterback, at every position, from the front office to the roster, I guess it shouldn't be that surprising. Still, with how Mariota's operated, Kingsbury's offense, how he played for Gruden in limited action with the Raiders, it presents sort of a what if. Maybe he will get another shot as a starter, maybe with Kingsbury, who I think should definitely get another head coaching opportunity at some point after the job he did in Arizona. Showed he was a good leader there. Not a great roster overall. And then what he's doing with Washington right now as the offensive coordinator, maybe that's a pairing that makes sense. But with the opportunities you see guys get around the NFL, I'm surprised Mariota hasn't gotten a third shot as a starting quarterback. Based off the film that we showed throughout this video, do you agree? Let us know in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.